Trevor, a lot of fans had a problem with how long this pay-per-view was. A lot of people had problems with the pacing of this pay-per-view. They thought while the matches themselves were all very good or to great, the pacing could have been better, and you probably could have swapped one of them out for a squash match to kind of bring the crowd down, make people less tired, maybe make it an 8 match card instead of a 10 match card. Well, Tony Khan actually responded to this. Tony Khan responded to this by saying, quote, "For the big 4 AEW pay-per-views, I think we found a great length that works well for us. We haven't had great reviews for the pay-per-views. We've had really great reviews for the pay-per-views we've done, particularly All Out, which was the best feedback we've ever had on anything we've ever done for any show. It's the most revenue we've brought in for any pay-per-view, and the best fans and critics have received of any of our shows. I really like the format, the lengths of the shows, the 4-hour main card plus the buy-in pre-show. It's a good length for the card, and we found something that works for us really well." Trevor, did this work for you really well? Did the 4-hour length and the 10-match card work for you really well?
So it was a bit long. I mean, we've talked about pay-per-view lengths for especially for WWE, countless amount of times. I it it was great matches. So it wasn't time that was just wasted. So they were good matches and decently paced. But I will say, if you're gonna have like something like that, a pay per view as long as that with the car with the stellar card that you had, you need at least one get up and piss match or one squash match or something to kind of bring the crowd down a little bit. But other than that, I did not really have a problem with it.
So, I mean, there's two sides to this story, right? Or two sides to this coin. On one hand, you have the side that makes sense, where it's like, just because they have a pay per view every 4 months or whatever it is, they have quarterly pay per views. They only have 4 a year. You can put together 4 super cards that are all banger matches, that are all great. Kind of like how New Japan does it. New Japan does not. There's no fluff matches on Wrestle Kingdom, man. There are no fluff matches on Wrestle Kingdom. But and I think that's kind of like what they are going for. Also, I think the success of All Out and given that format for them, it really worked well for them. So they kind of want to go with that. And I get that whole thought. On the other hand, I think the crowd was just tired. Like by
Yeah,
the end, you could tell like they were still loud, they were still cheering as much as they could, but they were tired by the end. You could totally tell that they were just they were exhausted, and I think that's one of the things that we've criticized WWE for, because they've put on WrestleManias with like 12, 15 matches, and we've watched that for like 7, 8 hours on end, and you're just like, my gosh, this is exhausting. And I look 4 hours, I think they went a little bit more than 4 hours this time, but 4-ish hours. I think it's fine to do 4 hours, but when you have 4 hours and they're all 10 just go 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 matches, I think you got to pace it out a little more. I think I would fall under that category of pace it out a little more. Take out one of those matches, put it on Rampage. Take out one of those matches, leave it for something else, leave it for Dynamite. Like, look, I enjoyed the Cody Pac match a lot, but that tag team match could have been on Dynamite. We all know it. Like
oh,
that probably should have been on Dynamite, and it probably would have been a better format for the show.
yeah, that was a match that could have been on Dynamite. Definitely, I totally agree.
Thanks for watching this video from Real Take Sports Talk. Remember to like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you get notified whenever a new video is released. Also, remember to check out our live show every single Thursday at 8 p.m. right here on the YouTube channel. And remember, keep it real.